Adam Calhoun, Crypt, and Jelly Roll got a joint together. I was today years old when I found this out. Shout out to my members. Shout out to all the people. I'm sure that y'all told me at some point or another about this record, but for whatever reason, I didn't see it or it just went over my head. But I see it now. Now, this is something that I'm really intrigued by this. First of all, I didn't know that Crypt and A-Cal even knew each other. I definitely didn't know that Crypt had a song with Jelly Roll. And I love the idea of Jelly Roll and Adam working together, especially when you tie them in with Crypt. I'm just kind of excited to see what this is. I don't know if this is a song or a freestyle. It's called Call It Quits. And I'll be honest with you, I'm down for whatever right now just to get away from the politics. It's all over YouTube, man. So let's check this out. Jelly Roll, Crypt, A-Cal, Call It Quits. Let's see what it do. Sounds dark off the rip.
Blood is running down my face, tears are forming in my eyes. Father always told me pain is temporary, keep in stride. Lift your head up, don't you cry. Fighters always will survive. The hurt you feel inside can only mean that you're alive. Keep your head down and digging. God will provide you vision and lead you.
He snapped on that flow change right there. That flow switch was pretty dope. Like, I was just thinking to myself, like, you got to do something different here. And then he took you to a high, and then he went straight into the aggression. I like that flow switch. Check this out. We'll run it back.
Keep in stride, lift your head up, don't you cry. Fighters always will survive. The hurt you feel inside can only mean that you're alive. Keep your head down and digging. God will provide you vision and lead you where you need to be. If you just shut up and listen and ignore the opposition, they just want your position. They want to X you out like the atheists do to Christ and Christmas. So don't ever stray away from this path.
They want to X you out like the atheists do Christ with Christmas. I like Crypt being on his Christian-ish. I just checked the date. This is from 4 years ago. And I know Heavy right now, he's been on like, I'm not cussing in my records. I'm not trying to. And listen, I'm not a big Crypt fan musically. I'm more of a fan of his reactions, but I do think it's dope that he can spit when he needs to spit. I do think that that's dope. It's just, and I know that he's passionate about his music. So I like, as a Christian, I like him throwing that out there. Like, it insinuates that I don't rock with that. Like, I don't rock with taking Christ out of Christmas. This is Christmas. All you got to do is put your faith and trust in God, man, and watch how God delivers for you. I like the messaging in this, but I like the messaging with the aggressive nature and sound. It's fire.
Need to be if you just shut up and listen and ignore the opposition. They just want your position. They want to X you out like the atheists do to Christ and Christmas. So don't ever stray away from this path that you'll create. Get that tunnel vision. Don't you quit, keep working every day. So I made a promise to myself that when I hear that final bell, I'ma give it everything that I got. And I told God I will not fail until I'm on my deathbed. And I'm staring into heaven's eyes. I will never let nobody else control my life. I'm away.
That's kind of his flow switches here are dope. I like this one because it sounds like he was about to stretch into like a new metal type flow, like Hollywood Undead or something like that. Check this out.
Get that tunnel vision, don't you quit, keep working every day. So I made a promise to myself that when I hear that final bell, I'ma give it everything that I got. And I told God I will not fail until I'm on my deathbed. And I'm staring into heaven's eyes. I will never let nobody else control my life. I'ma wake up and I'll take what's mine. Ain't no way I'll wait in line. Life is moving way too fast for me to be stuck back in time. You can take away everything that I ever worked for. I'ma keep on pushing till I earn more. I will never fall. Won't never break. Won't never crack. Won't never split. Won't never. Won't never. Won't never call.
His hook game is pretty crazy. I like Crypt's hooks. This dope. This is dope so far. Cause I like the continuous flow of I will never break, like, and then I will never or I will not or whatever he said, and then he's just continuously flowing in the background. I think that sounds dope.
Won't never break. Won't never crack. Won't never split. Won't never. Won't never. Won't never call it quits. You can try to hold me back, but I'll always find my own way. Cause I am a beast that you won't tame. I will never fall. Won't never break. Won't never crack. Won't never.
That's
won't
hard.
never. Won't never. Won't never call it quits. Call it quits.
You can tell, just look in the sky, the angels are near. Came out the gutter with Pennywise, I was facing my fears.
Come on.
I made it out the streets, even though I was left to die. Still I sprouted out the concrete despite the pesticides.
Man, I gotta tell you, man, like, incredible songwriter. We all know it today, but back here, like that boy had a pen. Like I was in the gutter facing my fears, like Pennywise. Like I always felt like Jelly Roll had a super special talent with his rapping ability, but unfortunately, going in the direction that Jelly Roll probably wanted to go, or seemingly, I should say seemingly wanted to go. I feel like it's it's difficult to get there when you come from the lane he comes from. So his his career is beautiful. And the fact that he was able to take that pen that he was rapping with and make all these hits with it, and now he's like this worldwide, worldly known megastar, is super dope. And it's super dope to go back and watch him in times like this, when especially when you weren't aware of specific times like this one for me.
Near. Came out the gutter with Pennywise, I was facing my fears. I made it out the streets, even though I was left to die. Still I sprouted out the concrete despite the pesticides. Somehow I bloomed to a beautiful rose. I was consumed with the blues, such a musical soul. This industry is full of hardships and politics, but I will never call it quits. In fact, I want all of it. You see fire in my eyes, even though I'm criticized. I have been vilified, belittled and minimized. If you ever dealt with depression, I really empathize. Promise you, the more money you make, the shit intensifies. Ludicrous.
I gotta say this too, man. Crypt is just a dope dude. Like you could tell, because people don't just normally give you a verse like this for the freebie, bro. Like I don't know if Crypt had to pay for these verses or what, but I imagine with Adam's the type, like if I rock with you, I'll give you a verse. I don't know about Jelly. Seems like he's the same type of dude, but bro, like Jelly Roll is spazzing. Jelly Roll, this is like one of the best verses I've ever heard from Jelly Roll.
Criticized, I have been vilified, belittled and minimized. If you ever dealt with depression, I really empathize. Promise you, the more money you make, the shit intensifies. Ludicrous, I deal with all these Judases and serpents. Mama said you entertain the clown and you become the circus. So tell them, Crypt, we ain't stopping. Promise you will never change. We gon' be this fucking way until they put us in a
You
grave.
can take away everything that I ever worked for. I'ma keep on pushing till I earn more. I won't never fall. Won't never break. Won't never crack. Won't never split. Won't never stop. Won't never call it quits. You can try to hold me back, but I'll always find my own way. Cause I am a beast that you won't tame. I won't never fall. Won't never break. Won't never crack. Won't never split. Won't never stop. Won't never call it quits.
Adam is about to rip this. I just know the beat. I know my dog. Adam is about to go crazy on this record, bro.
Call it quits.
Biggie said it best, more money, more problems. Wake up, Papa Xanax, hard pill to swallow. I don't ever follow, take the road less traveled, never know. See tomorrow, that's a whole nother battle. Take these little pills I'm popping, depression it gets to stopping. My mental builds up these toxins where the ending is an option. I'm just talking real life, you just talking shit, looking for a click or a like. Out the ground, grew a rose in the middle of the weeds. I've been down this old road in the middle of the street. I'm screaming, Lord help me with these demons. I'm just trying to figure out my purpose or a meaning. Lately it just seems like the same old. Pill popping, watch them go down like Drano. You still watching even though I feel insane. No, I ain't trying to kill myself, Kurt Cobain.
You can take away.
I love Adam, bro. No matter what he jumps on, his presence is going to be felt. I know that, like, a lot of people got opinions about A-Cal, bro. I love A-Cal. I think that he's an incredible talent. But y'all got to understand something about me. Like, 50 Cent is my favorite rapper of all time. There's a certain degree of, like, credibility that I give whenever I hear you and I know what you're saying is facts. When I hear you and I know that you're spitting the truth. When I hear you and I ain't got to wonder, I wonder if he really about that life. I wonder if he really means what he says, which unfortunately with a lot of rappers, as Malice said on, oh man, I don't remember what record it was off of that new Clips album, man, but Malice said, like, I done bopped my head to plenty of dudes that I didn't believe. But when you get an A-Cal, when you get a 50 Cent, when you get that, they're cut from a different type of cloth, it's to be appreciated. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And I appreciate it so much, man, as somebody that holds hip hop very near and dear to my heart. And as somebody that, like, looks at hip hop as a soundtrack to their life. as someone that learns how to become a man from the roots of hip hop, whenever I see somebody like an ACAL, a 50, a Boosie, just like you hear them say it, you know it's real. Jeezy, that's another one. Like it's our Pusha T Malice, like the clips, you hear it, you know it's real, and it's just unfortunately just doesn't happen enough anymore in hip hop. So when you get it, it's there's just something about it that makes me rock with that artist all the more. All of a sudden, like, and now don't get me wrong, Cal's great with the lyrics. He's great with the pen. But all of a sudden, like, lyrics don't even matter as much as long as I know that what you're saying in those lyrics is real. You understand what I'm saying? Because the relatability thread gets stronger, and then I want to listen to the music all the more. And I think Cal spazzed on that.
Everything that I ever worked for, I'ma keep on pushing till I earn more. I won't ever fall, won't never break, won't never crack, won't never split, won't never stop, won't never lack, won't never call it quits, call it quits. Try to hold me back, but I'll always find my own way. 'Cause I am a beast that you won't tame. I won't ever fall, won't never break, won't never crack, won't never split, won't never stop, won't never lack, won't never call it quits, call it quits.
Nah, that was hard. That was super hard. I was also expecting a freestyle. So I think that I like that even more because it had like the grit, the tenacity, the overcoming of struggle, the underdog story effect, the like, I will never fall, I will never break. I like you can lean on me. I'm not breaking. And I like that energy. And I like how all three of these guys came to the plate with melodies and like they all had a melody that they threw in their verse. You could tell that they really shout out to ACAL and Jelly Roll, like for giving Crypt this record, like or for giving Crypt these verses. Like they really went at it, and that's something else that I respect. It's like no job is too small. I just rock with it. I think that was great. I think that was great, and I think that Crypt really showed his arse on this joint too because the flow and the hook and the lyrics, they were all A1. So he really showed up to play too. I think this was great. I think this was great. And it's dope that all three of them brought something to the table and shared the same story of like you can hate on me, you can say what you want to say about me, but you don't know my struggle, you don't know what I face, you don't know what I've been through, you don't know what I'm going through. But what I can tell you is that no matter what you think about me, I'm a beast that can't be tamed. And they all brought that energy to the table, but from like three different perspectives, which I thought was fire. Always a pleasure to hear Jelly Roll rap. Always a pleasure to hear Adam go. But yeah, I thought this was great and it was delivered great. So shout out to the three of these dudes, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know I love y'all. Well, Jelly Roll don't know nothing about me, but to the other two, Crypt and ACAL, man, y'all both know I love you for different reasons, of course, but I respect both of you to death, and I think that this was fire. I would like to hear more of this, honestly. So I appreciate this. I appreciate both of them. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Please, if you will, on your way out the door, click that like button and that subscribe button for me. Help propel me into the algorithm. Help change your algorithm, man. Get these politics out of here, man. Let's get back to the music. Y'all watch politics too much. All right. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.